So, paper cup on scale, scale on. First bottle is 5213. Pour until we hit 16.9 grams. There it is, 5213. Next up is 5202, up to 20.9 grams. Five 105, 23.3 grams. Five 5001, 24.1 grams. $51.08, up to 25.1 grams. $5023 to 25.2 grams. 5006 up to 25.4. And our last item is going to be our reducer, PB2203, up to 40.7. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's looking like Phantom Gray. Alright, time to wet sand our primer. Alright, no hard lines. And I'm not sure why, but I've got some primer overspray over here that I need to take care of. I don't know how it got in there. Finding some more overspray over here as well. Still finding more overspray that I need. Yeah, we'll give this thing a wipe down with wax and grease remover prior to base coat. Now before I apply my base coat, I'm a little bit concerned at how slick and shiny these spots are right here and also down here. So these are definitely going to have to be re-scuffed with my scuff pad. do this wax and grease remover is one wet and one dry towel. So I'll go with wet, follow up with my dry. Alright guys, this is Dave, and he works in our web department. He's never painted a car before. We're actually going to have Dave lay down the base coat today, and I'm just having him practice on a cardboard box to get to know how his spray gun works. Alright Dave, so I want you to focus on getting good coverage in these areas and blending in your paint real gradually about 6 inches beyond the area where we have primer, okay?
Okay. So lay down heavy on the primer.
A little bit more. You can give it more than that. You can give it more. Go all the way out to the edge of the primer. Keep going. You can lay down more than that. Yeah, just move left and right real fast. Just wave over the whole area. Alright, so what we're after is, you can back up a little bit. More like this. So I'm laying material down and I'm drying it out with my air pressure soon after that. Give that a go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's looking good. All right, why don't you back off? And we'll let this thing dry for about 5 minutes. All right, let's take a look at what we're working with here. We've laid our base coat down over our primer, but I can see that things are getting a little dusty here, so I'm going to give it a wipe with our tack cloth, knock some of that dust off there, which might cause some problems when we lay down our clear. And here's a little trick for kind of previewing what this is going to look like when we put our clear coat down. What you usually get a little bit of wax and grease remover and put it in a spray bottle, and we'll sort of mist it on there. And now we're starting to see that our paint is not a great match. It's a lot lighter than what's on the car. Are you seeing that, Dave?
Yeah.
You see how the paint is a mismatch?
Exactly. Color's wrong, or is this none of them thick enough?
Well, I think the color's a little bit off. I think we're going to have to mix this with a different formula, actually. All right, so if we go back to search by vehicle OEM color code, and we'll see what alternate formulas we have here. So we're going to choose Toyota exterior Phantom Gray Pearl, and we have some variants here where it says the face is either standard, which we tried, which was too light, dark yellow, darker in yellow, more yellow, dark, or dark yellow. We need to go darker, so let's try mixing up this formula right here, a darker variant. We'll drop that in a cup and see what we got. All right, let's see if we can get a better result with this darker formula. All right, I'll let that base coat dry for about 2 minutes, and now we got to check this transition from the new paint to the old paint. Still looking a little bit lighter than our old paint here, but it should be blendable. It should be okay. I think I just need to take my blend further out this way, and I think we'll be okay. Just got to keep coming this way and be real gradual, and just really just mist the paint on and allow it to go from new to old, you know, over like a 24-inch area, real gradual, so that the eye doesn't detect this very slight difference in paint color here. Just kind of force dry this with a little bit of air. I'm gonna drop back with my gun distance here. Really lay a light mist on here to this transition area. I like to be real careful up here at these edges here, because I've got factory original paint up here, and if you can avoid painting all the way to this line, you won't have that really stark, what they call a butt match. It really just draws attention because of the contrast in colors. Just gonna miss a tiny bit up there. So let's take a look at our transition down the side here. And that looks pretty decent. We're looking okay. How about in the back here? We'll just hose this down here. I think we're all right. I mean, this paint match isn't the best, but I've been real gradual about my blend here, and I think we'll be okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I want to try some of the other available formulas for Toyota Phantom Gray Pearl on some spray out cards and check them against the bumper before I proceed to clear coat and lock in my base coat. So we're going to have to continue this repair tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to mix up some alternate shades of paint for this Toyota. Go back to MS.Formula Express, we'll log in. Where it says OEM color code, we'll try 1E3. We've got a miscellaneous option, Scion option, Toyota option. We'll select the Toyota option. And here we can see that we tried the standard chip, and it seems a little bit light of a match here. And we'll try mixing up these other chips here, where it says the face is a little bit more dark, a little bit more dark and yellowish. The face is dark. The face is dark and yellowish. The flop, when they say flop, that means if you look at the paint from the side. So if you step off to the left, step off to the right, take a look from that angle, this particular shade of paint is just a little bit darker from side angles. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mix up these paints and then spray them on what we call spray out cards. And we'll hold it up to the card and see which one of these is going to be the best match. All right, so I've mixed up and sprayed out 3 alternate formulas on these sheets of plastic here. And here's option A, and that's just far too bright on the face. Not going to work. And here's option B, again, just far too silver. But I found that option G is definitely the way to go. So we'll proceed with this formula. All right, this repair is growing on us quite a bit here, so I'm going to have to scuff out this way quite a bit. Wax and grease remover on the area that I just scuffed up. Wet first, and then dry. Tack rag on the bumper prior to laying down my base coat, just to get any little fine bits of dust off of here. And let's lay down this new shade of base coat. Okay, we're looking a whole lot better with this shade of paint. You can see, you can hardly see the blend line here. So we're ready to lay the clear.